Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this mid-month psychic tarot update for August of 2024. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in this mid-month of August and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign, so you might want to check that out. So all that being said, now onto your mid-month psychic tarot update, and I'm starting with the sign of Aries. Aries, the first of the two cards you have for the mid-month of August is the Five of Pentacles, and this could be indicating you and maybe a partner could be depressed. It could be financial bankruptcy, emotional bankruptcy. It could be that money is available, but you're just not noticing it or recognizing it, but the money could actually be there. You may feel in August, and maybe this has been going on and maybe it's going to continue past August, you could be feeling some kind of stress and strain about money. This could be about bills or, just the costs of living. So you could be feeling stressed about money now. You may need to figure out a better way to earn money, a better way to save money, and also a better use of your time. Like if you're doing a lot of activities that tend to be costly, or if you're spending a lot of money, it may be on necessities. It doesn't necessarily mean you're spending a lot of money on stuff, but it could be that too. You may need to examine what you're spending your money on, how you can reduce costs, cut out things that are just, maybe you have subscriptions to things, or you may be able to get cheaper rates, like on your, sorry, there's a gnat in here, on your insurance, like homeowners, car insurance, things like that. It may be time to shop around and see if you can find some lower rates on things. You may also find a lot of things are happening at once that are costing you money. You may have things breaking down. Things can crop up, and how they always say things happen in threes. So it could even be like things happening in a series of events where, maybe you have a problem with an appliance or something at your home or environment or a vehicle or, something else, medical expenses. Like you could be having a bunch of things happening to you one right after the other that are tending to be costly. Now, the card that you have that came up with it, Aries, is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is a card that can symbolize moving from troubled shores to better shores. It can indicate literally moving or a new commute for work. It can also be long distance travel. Many of you Aries may be figuring out your next move. Now, this could be literal move, like moving from your home, but it could be your next move, like your next move of how you want to make more money, getting a new job, moving to an area that's less expensive, has, cheaper property taxes, or where homes may be cheaper, or jobs pay more, but calculating and thinking out, mapping out, planning out, calculating and thinking over, mulling over your next move is indicated here. And there could be things that you need to get in order. if you are moving, it could be like maybe you need to start packing up boxes. Maybe you need to start, fixing up your environment, things that need repair, paint, new wallpaper, new this, new that. You may be working on those things if you're planning on moving. You may be very much in mind of thinking about that you need better living conditions or different and improved living conditions or working conditions. Maybe you feel like your place where you work is too stressful, the hours are too long, maybe the bosses, managers, or supervisors are not nice, and are, you just maybe want better working conditions for a variety of reasons. You could even have some issue where the area where you live, maybe it gives you a lot of allergies, or if you have joint problems or other physical problems, the area may not be conducive for you, for the best health, so you may want to live in a drier climate or a colder climate or a hotter climate, or, these are factors you may be considering about what would be better for you. Again, moving from troubled shores to better shores can mean a lot of different things. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. You may want to check out my psychic crystal readings that I did for August of 2024. That link is down below in the description box in the Show More section. It's also on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page, where I look at a whole variety of, it's like an expansion of the tarot reading at the beginning of the month. So you may want to check that out. It's on my Vimeo on-demand videos. So now on to the sign of Taurus. Hi Taurus. So the first card you have is the Moon. This could be romance or secrecy. It could be secrecy and deception in romance. It could be heightened intuition and psychic ability in you right now. It could also indicate dreams, or that something is an illusion. You may feel like there's gaps or holes in some kind of story that somebody's telling you. This could be like lies of omission, or things that somebody's telling you don't make sense, they don't add up. This could be happening out in the world at large, could be things you're hearing. It could also be a love partner to you, or, somebody else that you care about is giving you like, half truths, half stories, missing time, missing, gaps, or, missing things could be going on. That could even be happening for you. You may have in your own life, like, why do I have a gap of missing time? There's things that go on out in the world, people that have said they've had alien abductions or other things that have happened to them where they have missing time. So it could even be your missing time. Or maybe you're having some kind of memory lapses or things like that. But it really feels to me more like things you're hearing, either from individuals or from things going on out in the world, like things not adding up, things missing time, gaps in stories. You could have somebody that could make some really strong romantic advances to you right now. If you're already coupled or dating, this person may want to live with you or get engaged and get married. It comes up here also. So somebody new could be coming in that's interested in you. Somebody you're dating could be becoming more serious. There is possibilities for some of you of the relationship moving up to the next level and getting more serious in this mid-month of August. But it could even go on even further out, because timing will be different for all of you in a general reading. Some of you could really have your heart set on someone There could be somebody you have a crush on, or, you know, somebody you've liked for a really long time, and you could really be hoping and wishing that, you know, you get together, you have a romantic relationship with them. This could be something that you're hoping for. So you could have your heart set on somebody. Look at what card you have next, Ten of Cups. That's happily ever after. That can be happy home, happy life, happy marriage, happy children. You could feel emotionally really like great right now in the mid-month of August. If you're already coupled with somebody, you could be like honing your life, like trying to shape it in a different way, or a new or different way, or incorporate changes to make your life better. This also can have to do with you valuing and respecting somebody, and this could be a love partner to you, but it could be somebody else. Some of you could be joining your forces together with someone and forming some kind of an alliance. This could be love, but it could also be in a different way, like a work situation or a business project or something you want to get, you know, form some kind of alliance on. It could be cropping up for you. Like maybe you want to team up with somebody to do something else, a project, a short-term endeavor. If you have a romantic partner, or if a new one comes in for you in August, you are going to be having a lot of romantic intimacy. Comes up here strongly for you, Tauruses. Some of you that are already coupled could be expanding your family or starting one. If you don't have kids yet, you could be starting your family. If you have kids, you could be expanding your family. Some of you that are coupled want more out of the relationship, so you want the relationship to go further. Building a life together with somebody is indicated, or honing it, shaping it, changing it, forming it in a new and different way, expanding it, having more kids, starting a family. These are all the things that come up here for you Tauruses in August. And if you would like to see how the eclipse that's coming up in the month of September of 2024, which is the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, how it's going to affect you, you may want to get my Vimeo video series on that eclipse, and you'll see it can happen. These effects can happen starting now in August, 1 month before the eclipse, and 6 to 9 months, even 12 months after the eclipse. But especially the month of the eclipse and the days around it will be the strongest. So you may want to check those videos out. That link's down below in the description box in the Show More section. And the links are also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Gemini. Hi, Gemini. So the first card you have is the Death card. This is transformation, something ending so something new can begin. You may be really working on creating, building something new. This could be a fixture in your house or the place where you live. You could be building a garage or a shed or, you know, a workroom of some sort, or an addition. You could also be building something like a business or an aspect to a business you already own, like something new to a business you already own. There's going to be multiple things of successions of things that are going to happen to you really quickly in this month of August. Some of them may have already happened. You really have to watch where you step, because you could slip and fall or slip in some way. So you got to watch your step. I see things going bam, 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 like one right after the other for you in August. It's a very busy month with a lot of activity. You're planning and building something. It could be figuratively or literally, like a room, an addition, but it could be a website, a business, things of that nature. It's going to take a lot of your energy this month to have the stamina to do all these different things you have to do and to complete things and get things done. You may even start to be more careful about what you eat. You could be starting a diet or really making dietary changes, like maybe you're not going to eat gluten anymore, or you're not going to eat meat. Maybe you're going to have a vegan diet or a vegetarian diet. Maybe you're going to give up dairy. I mean, it could be anything. But making dietary changes, watching what you eat, that all comes up here. You may feel like you've gained weight. This could also be for health reasons if you're concerned about your arteries, clogged arteries or anything like that. You may be concerned about cholesterol, hardening of the arteries, anything to do with, I get especially around the middle. Maybe you feel like you're getting a little belly or a little gut or something, because I do see you worried about I got to cut out eating that, or, change my diet over to that. So the card you have with it is the Two of Swords. This could be a stop, a block, or a stalemate. It could also be being protective of yourself, like protecting yourself in some way. This could also be having to make a decision or difficulty in making a decision. There's a lot of emotions tied up here in the whatever's going on in the Two of Swords. You're going to start to feel, Gemini, maybe you always think this, like you're your own best counsel. You're your own best advisor. You may start to think, or maybe you've been thinking this for a while, that when you listen to other people and their advice, that sometimes that's when things go wrong. When you don't trust your own self, your own intuition, your own inner compass, your own higher self, your own inner voice, that's when things go better for you, especially when you pay attention to your own psychic ability and intuition. You may be very protective of yourself this month, where you want to really watch out and not be around certain people. You may feel like their energy is too negative, or you may not trust them for some reason, and you may be thinking about I don't like, if it's a gathering, a celebration, or some kind of event, or a party, gathering, celebration, event, or something where these certain people are going to be there. You may feel like, what, I don't have confidence in that. You may feel like maybe they're going to be judgmental of you, negative toward you, critical toward you. So you may feel like best thing for you is to avoid them. You may have difficulty trusting people this month, because you may feel like there are things going on behind the scenes, or covertly, that put you on edge. You may feel like I said, kind of like not trusting. You may have difficulty trusting other people this month. You may decide it's a month where you want to let out very little information. You may also be very guarded of your opinions and your beliefs this month also. So I just want to let you know, if you would like to get my Horseshoe Tarot 7-card spread psychic tarot reading with 1 year of predictions for each sign of the zodiac, which start in July of 2024 and go till the end of July of 2025. Those videos are available with the links are down below in the description box in the Show More section. They're also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. It's the third most popular video series I record on Vimeo, so you may want to look into them to find out what's going on, like why this is so popular. So you may want to check that out. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Cancer. Hi Cancer. The first card you have for the mid-month of August is the Moon. The other sign that had this card was Taurus. So the Moon is a card that can mean secrecy and deception in romance. It could be secrets and secrecy all by itself. It could be romance all by itself. It could also be heightened psychic ability and intuition that's increasing in you in this mid-month of August. It could be symbolic of dreams. And it could also indicate something could be an illusion going on in your own personal life or out in the world. You may be finding your way through a maze of like relationship related issues. You may have doubts about a current relationship that you're in. I feel this means romantic, but it could also be some other type of relationship for those of you that are not romantically dating or seeing anyone or intertwined with anyone. You're going to watch how people are going to crack. They're going to stumble. They're going to fall in like their words, their excuses, their words, their explanations, their deeds. You're going to watch somebody that you're connected to, like, for lack of a better word, expose what they're up to. You may feel very much like you want to make sure you're with the right person. Like I say, especially romantically, but it could be some other type of relationship you're intertwined in, and you may want to make sure, you may have your doubts about them, be uncertain about them, and you want to make sure about them. You may feel in some ways, like in this mid-month of August, that your life is a little complex or a little complicated. You may have some kind of feeling, Cancer, where you're like, where do I start? Where do I begin? It could be on a new career path. It could be in a career you're in now. It could have to do with love and relationships. You may feel like you're in a bit of a quandary, like, you know what your goals are that you want, what you desire, but you may feel a little lost about where to start and where to begin. Now, the card you have with it, Cancer, is the Strength card. And this is a card that can be symbolic of having strength and courage over adversity, spiritual power over the material world, taming the savage beast in yourself, in someone else, or in a situation. It can also be symbolic of needing inner courage and inner strength. You may feel very much in the mid-month of August and maybe even out until the end of October, like you need to be brave, you need to be strong. Like if you feel like, especially relationship-wise, if you have any question about somebody, if they're the right person or what they're up to, and maybe you feel like, I don't want to be alone, or maybe you feel like you can't afford to be alone. But this could be like a karmic test or lesson to you, so you may have to face certain things you don't like, which is going to take strength and courage. Where your mind gets put at ease is when you have facts and proof. That's like, even if you don't like it, what you come to find out, or what you're fearful of or worried about, and you find out facts, cold hard facts, and you have proof or information that you need, even if you don't like it, it brings you peace, because then you know what you're dealing with. It's when you don't know what you're dealing with, which is what comes up in the moon card, because that can be illusion and secrecy, illusion, and things like that. So it's better to know what you're dealing with, even if it's something you don't like, to know what it is. You may be doing a lot of things to center and ground yourself this month. And I would recommend that. Like anything like eating grounding foods. Like taking sea salt baths. And getting a lot of rest and sleep. Walking around outside in your yard or at the beach or somewhere barefoot. Like, look up things on the internet, how you can ground yourself. Certain crystals could be grounding for you right now. Meditation can bring grounding. I feel like that's what you need. You need grounding this month. You may even benefit from talking to a therapist or somebody that you really trust and value their guidance and advice. So you have to see how it plays out. You know, we're in the midpoint of this year. So you may want to check out my 2024 mid-year psychic tarot update for love and romance. That link's down below in the description box in the Show More section, and it's also those links for Vimeo. Their Vimeo videos are also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com, because you may have some question about love and romance. It sort of shows up here in your reading. So you may want to check those out. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Leo. Hi, Leo. The first card you have is the Five of Rods. And the other sign that got Five of Rods for this mid-month update is Libra. So the Five of Rods is an internal struggle going on inside of you. It could be a struggle with coworkers, bosses, family members, socially, any friends or clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to. You could be having, like confusion, calamity, struggles with those areas. You may feel like you're fighting a losing battle. Like there's something you may feel like you just can't win against. Now, it could be you do have a Page of Cups here. So it could be a water sign person, sun, moon, or rising, where you're feeling that way about. Like you can't win, you're losing fighting a losing battle. It's too tempestuous. Too much like bickering is going on here. People could be saying to you, could be a person or other people, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, what are you doing with your life? Or why are you making those decisions? Like, kind of like, for lack of better word, like putting the screws to you about stuff, but like in a questioning way. Like, why did you make that decision? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Why are you choosing this or that? This could even be in the area where you live. There could be protests going on. This could be happening in your neighborhood or nearby in the town or city where you live. You could see a lot of backstabbing going on too. And you may feel like, I don't trust what's going on out in the world. or I don't trust what's happening in my neighborhood, or in the apartment building I live, or in the state where I live, or what's going on out in the world at large in a bigger sense. Because this might not be just happening to you in your own personal life. You may feel like you may be witnessing this and dealing with it on a much larger scale for some of you Leos. So the card you have with it is the Page of Cups. This is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign, or it could be your sun sign of water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. The other sign that got this card is Pisces. This is somebody that feels like you owe them something. They want to hold you accountable for something. This could be somebody that feels like you owe them an explanation, you owe them money. They may be holding your feet to the fire about something. They may feel like you don't understand them, or you don't understand where they're coming from, or their position, or beliefs, or views on things. Now, pages can be children. They can also be adults that are immature or young at heart, if I didn't say that. Pages can be messengers, so this would be a message about emotions. They may feel like they're doing things for you that you don't recognize, notice, or appreciate. So they could feel like a little miffed at you, like they could feel underappreciated or misunderstood. Keep in mind, we have Mercury in retrograde from, I've seen it two different places. Some say it starts on the 4th. Some people say it starts on the 5th of August, but it goes from either the 4th or 5th to the 28th. So misunderstandings could really crop up in miscommunication. This could also be somebody in your life that's really earnest and sees, and wants you to see something that they're doing. Like they may want you to be proud of progress they're making, or some kind of achievement or milestone. They may feel like you're not really looking at it. I still keep getting that feeling like they feel like, hey, aren't you paying attention to what I'm doing? Hey, look at how great I just did this or that. Or also like, hey, I'm doing a lot of work here and doing a lot of stuff, and you're not really acknowledging it. So they may feel like, again, like a little miffed at you either way. Because this water sign person is like embarking on new things. It could be new things they're learning education-wise, new things they're learning if it's a child to you developmentally. They could be making milestones. If they're an adult, they could be, you know, really going out of their way to do a lot of things or learning new skills. And they may feel like you're not noticing it, appreciating it, or you could be having conflict over it for some of you. So you might want to check out my mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2024. We are now kind of past the midpoint of the year. We're heading into the second half of the year now. And if you want to see what I got psychically for you from my spirit guides for this second half of this year, in a tarot reading that I did, the center of the Celtic cross, you may want to check those readings out. That link is down below in the description box in the Show More section. It's also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. So I hope these messages were of help to you, Leo. Now on to this sign of Virgo. Hi, Virgo. The first card you have is the King of Pentacles, and this very likely could be you, because this is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. You may be trying to figure out what makes somebody tick, and there could also be some things going on like routines or schedules or tasks that you're not used to, that you're having to contend with or deal with this second half of the month of August, or even going forward. You may be looking for your dream job. Or if you're working at your dream job, you may be kind of like pushing them to give you a raise or give you another position that would pay you more money or give you more hours, something that, you know, would help you make more money. Because you definitely are feeling like your time is valuable. And you're right. And you should be paid accordingly for your time. You could be also adjusting to changing circumstances in your family. Somebody could be moving in, like if you had a child that grew up, moved away, maybe they got divorced and they need to come back home for a while before they can go out on their own. Or maybe somebody in your family, they lost their job and they have kids to raise and they need to come back and live at your house for a while. Or one of your kids may be getting married or engaged or, you know, has a new life partner. And this is like changing the circumstances and the dynamics of your family. You may feel like you want to feel whole again. There could be things in you that feel kind of fractured. And, you know, this can happen with breakups, divorces, can also happen due to health issues that crop up. So you could feel like you need healing, whether it's mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical healing will be different for all of you. But you may feel like you want to be whole again, you feel fractured, you want some kind of healing. There also may be things you have to replace. Like maybe you need a new car, or you need a new oven, or you need a new dishwasher or washing machine, or, you know, windows or doors and windows or something, rugs, hardwood floors. There may be something that you feel needs to be replaced in your life, in your environment. Could even be you. Maybe you need a hip replacement or a knee replacement. So the card you have with it is the Nine of Swords. Oh. Sorry, Virgo, it dropped on the floor. Nine of Swords, which is, this could be grieving the loss of a love relationship, like a breakup. It could also be migraine headaches, sleepless nights, bad dreams. You could not be feeling well. Maybe you're worried about somebody else that's not feeling well. You may feel like you're doing everything to make somebody feel better. And you may feel like it's not really working or you're not seeing much progress. This could be a pet. It could be a family member, a love partner, somebody that's not doing well. And you may feel like you're putting all your energy and effort to try to help them, but it's just not helping. It's not making them better. That could also be happening to you yourself. You may feel like, I'm doing all these things. I'm trying natural remedies. I'm trying Western medicine. I'm trying this or that. I'm going to this doctor or that doctor or taking this treatment or that treatment. And you may feel like these things aren't working, at least right now. That doesn't mean it won't result in a change later, but you could feel that way in August and in September. You could feel bad because you may have displayed some childish behavior or said something. There was a gnat that flew in front of the camera. So that little thing you saw was a gnat. I don't know why they suddenly came out again now. I don't know. I put cinnamon on all my plants like someone recommended. Sorry, I got distracted there. You may feel like things need to get adjusted or change. You may feel like things are just not right. This could be going on in your physical body. You could feel that way about politics out in the world. You could feel that way about other people in your environment, that what's going on with them. Trying to heal takes a lot of courage and strength and energy. You may even be trying to heal a relationship, and that takes a lot of courage, strength, and energy as well. So it could be your physical body, it could be about a relationship. But there could be something you said where maybe somebody else was displaying childish behavior and you spoke out and said something that now has really hurt their feelings or damaged a relationship. Or you could have been displaying childish behavior and now somebody's mad at you and they feel like they're holding it against you. So you have to see how, that's going to make sense for you. It might be worthwhile to have some kind of Reiki healing or some kind of other healing modality that you could get at this time. Maybe even hypnosis or past life regression would help you. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Libra. Hi Libra. So the first card you have is the Five of Rods. And this is an internal struggle going on inside of you. Or it could indicate a struggle with coworkers, family members, friends, or any clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to. The other sign that got this in the mid-month update is Leo. It's like there's something I feel like you wish that you could change something about yourself or change something about a circumstance that's going on. Like you wish that you could change something. It's kind of bugging you. You may want there to be better conditions. Now it could be living conditions, it could be work conditions. Maybe you're upset about the homeless crisis in your country, or some other crisis that you feel like, or for the elderly, or for the veterans, or something that you feel like there should be better conditions. You could even feel like you want there to be better conditions in a business deal or working conditions where you work. You could be witnessing some people having a hard time and could really be kind of bullying and harassing each other. This could also be over politics. It could be over other things going on, but there can be harassing going on, bullying, could be happening at work, could be happening, hey, that stuff can happen in your own family even. If there's anything going on, like any family occasions or events, you could be feeling pressure from different people in your family. Could also be something happening at work where you're feeling like pushed and pulled in different directions. Where, somebody wants this to happen and that to happen, but the other side is like, no, I don't want this to happen or that to happen. We want it to go this way. So you could be feeling bullied and pushed and pulled in different directions, or you could be witnessing it. Angry words being exchanged. Again, like I said, this could even happen in your own family. It's like you're seeing and witnessing people either out in the world or in your own life acting irrationally. You could have people saying like, I'm going to straighten you out, or this needs to get straightened out, or somebody needs to straighten you out, or I hear the collective consciousness going on, that being said around you. So the card you have with it, Libra, is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is being tired and exhausted of your hard work and effort, but gaining financial gain and reward from your hard work and effort. It could also be being tired, just tired of work. It could have to do with money and finances if it doesn't have to do with work. You may feel like there's just so much that you have to do, and you may feel that whatever it is you're doing costs a lot of money right now. You may even feel really under pressure to keep costs down. This could be from family members, you know, inflicting that feeling on you. It could be your own thoughts and feelings. It could be coming from bosses at work, like having to keep expenses and costs down. You may even be feeling right now like, well, there's things I shouldn't do right now. There's things I shouldn't buy right now because of money, feeling tight, or, yeah, feeling restricted about money. There may even be some things you feel like putting off for a while because delaying them, putting them off, things of that nature, because you may be hoping that things are going to get cheaper, less expensive. So there, like I say, for some of you Libras, you may really be thinking of putting some things off due to costs. I feel like there's something that you're working on, you're putting a lot of thought and detail into. It could be a party, a gathering, a celebration, or an event. This could also be something like a work party, gathering, or project or event. Could be personal life, could be at work, but it could also be something you're doing and putting a lot of work and all this energy into it, but there's expense here. So you know, things are costing you money, and you may be feeling under pressure about that. And that's why I say some of you Libras may really feel like you want to put something off or delay it. Maybe you're thinking of buying a house or renting an apartment, and the costs are so high, you're kind of waiting to see, are interest rates going to drop? Are the prices of houses and rentals going to drop? That could be something you could be putting off. So, don't forget, if you like this video, please click like, because it really does help this channel grow. So now on to the sign of Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. The first card you have is the Queen of Swords, and this is an air sign person. This is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you, Scorpio, if your sun, moon, or rising sign is an air sign. This is like somebody you feel like you need to give your attention to, and you need to listen to what they're telling you. It could be a boss, it could be a love partner, could be a parent. You may feel like they're really getting things to you that you need. Certain things that you need or want. You may feel like they're really delivering the goods. They're bringing you what you need. They want you to pay attention to what they're saying or doing, and because I feel like they're trying to help you. This could be even a professor, a teacher, or a mentor. You're definitely going to be having interesting and engaging conversations with this air sign person. They could be holding open a door for you that's some kind of opportunity. It could be a business opportunity, a work or job opportunity. It could even be a love opportunity. If you're working on something that you need to expand or develop, this is somebody that can really help you do that. It could also be like a professional that you're hiring to help you do that. They're strong, very strong mentally, and they're very good at putting the puzzle pieces together, seeing the future, They're good with like making calculated risks and moves. They're good in those areas. You may feel like they've got like, some of you may feel like, well, they got looks, you know, beauty and brains, or, you know, looks and brains. You may look at them like that. So I don't feel like it's somebody that's giving you a problem or is negative. That's not my read on it here. So the card you have with it is the Ace of Cups. And this is a card that can symbolize a new love relationship coming in for you, or it can indicate a rebirth of, or a reigniting of a new love, of a existing love relationship. It could also be about something you love to do. Sometimes the Ace of Cups can mean that. I feel like love and even love, romance, and money is coming in here for you. So that door opening for some of you could be love, romance, and or money. You putting out good vibes, good energy towards someone you are interested in or intertwined with is going to be reciprocated and mirrored back to you. You have a strong possibility of a love relationship here, and you're going to have a strong connection with someone, or you already have it. And you may be, if you're coupled, you could be seeing somebody that gives you and your partner new ideas or advice on how to spice up your love life or improve it. You could be going on like a romantic retreat or a couples retreat. You could be getting couples therapy. You could be talking to somebody that's like a relationship guru that is like, hey, you know what? If you practice this or do that, it will help enhance your relationship. So if you're already coupled, I feel like you're getting instruction, advice on how to better your relationship, and you're going to integrate it into your relationship. Some of you that are single could meet somebody through an introduction from someone else that you know or are dealing with, could come through for you this month. Either way, whether they're new or coming in, you could go to great lengths to enhance or foster this relationship that comes up here for you this month. So you might want to see how this is going to play out for you. I feel like this is good for you in the area of love and romance. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. I've been on YouTube now for 10 years. I'd like to see my numbers grow, and I'd appreciate it. It helps get my readings out to other people that maybe haven't seen my channel yet. So I hope you'll help me out with that. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. So the first card you have is the Knight of Swords, and this is an air sign person: Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if your sun, moon, or rising sign is in an air sign. You may really feel like very bold in the middle of August and going into September and October, where you want to push your agendas forward. Doesn't matter what it is. Could be work, could be business, could be love. Whatever your agendas are, you may feel very, very inspired to push things forward now. You may also find yourself very gregarious and very outspoken So when you're around groups of people, or even one-on-one or online, you may find yourself very, very outspoken about your opinions, your thoughts, your beliefs. You may be very much in conversation with new people that you've never talked to or known before this month, in the mid-month of August, and going forward. You may also be required to, or feel it's necessary to, show people how it's done. So you may want to teach a class, give a tutorial, start a channel, to give instruction to people. You could find yourself getting invited to some kind of party, gathering, or celebration this month. And if you attend, you're going to be very chatty, very gregarious, very social. You could be very forceful with people too, where somebody in your life, or it could be a group of people, or multiple people, but I feel it's definitely a person where I hear the collective consciousness of Sagittarius go, "You're making me crazy," or "You're driving me crazy." I get that energy. So you may be like, it could be one of your kids, it could be your love partner, it could be somebody you work with, or somebody online, where you're like, you can't hold back. Like, I don't feel like you're holding back this month on stuff in mid-August at least, or moving into September, because remember, timing is different for all of you in general readings. It's not going to be the same for all of you. So the next card you have in your reading is the Seven of Rods, and the Seven of Rods is a card that symbolizes closing the door or holding back negative energy and communication that could be coming at you. It could also indicate you're taking a moral high ground in some situation. I hear, this is where I stop you, right here. So I feel like you're going to be a little confrontational this month. So if anybody is coming at you, or with their opinions or beliefs, or like whatever they're spinning, you're going to be like, this is where the line is drawn. I stops right here. Like, you're not going to let it go any further. You're also going to be very inspired to show people where they're wrong. So like, where you're confident and convinced where you're right about certain things, you may not feel like you're going to hold back at all about proving other people they're wrong. You could be very debating this month. You could have a lot of debates, or some, I don't know that I want to say contentious, although they could be contentious conversations. And you're going to be holding a mirror up to people. So if you're like, this is, you make me feel this way and I don't like it, you're going to hold the mirror up back at them so that they get a taste of it, that they see what it feels like. You also need to be very strong and solid in your mindset and in your position on things, because there will be people that are going to be combative or try to sway your opinion. There could be, manipulation tactics going on, coercion, manipulation. You're not going to roll over for people this month. Like, maybe at times you like go along to get along, to keep the peace, or just keep things copacetic. But I don't feel you're going to do that now. And if you don't see this happening now, Sagittarius, this could happen later than what I'm saying, because remember, timing is different for all of you in these general readings. So what I'm saying could happen later than what I'm picking up right now. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. Hi Capricorn, the first card you have is the Devil. And this could be an addiction of some kind that you may have. It could also be being trapped and bound to an unhealthy situation or relationship. The Devil can sometimes also indicate fears. I feel like you may be incensed about trying to dig yourself out of something that you feel entrenched in. Could be a situation, could be work, could be a love relationship. You may feel like you've been kind of coerced, manipulated, suppressed, stuck. You could be in an environment where you're witnessing and hearing people say and do things that you feel is just completely off base, without merit, completely wrong. You may feel completely tied and fettered to something that you really want to get out of and make some kind of change. For some of you, it could be happening at a company or business you work for. Some of you, it could be a relationship. Some of you, it could even be something like the place you're living or a contract you're enmeshed in. You may be looking around and feeling like people are violating rules, laws, regulations. You could feel that way about what's going on out in the world, maybe politically, maybe in your country, in another country, in your town. So you have to see how that would fit and make sense to your life. You may feel like there's somebody that's like stirring the pot, being a rabble-rouser, starting a bunch of nonsense. You could feel that way now. You could even feel a little like victimized, some of you. Like stuck, entrenched, victimized. You may be just totally tired of the BS. You could even have insults or accusations or things hurled at you. Who's doing this? Family member, love partner, work, somebody at a club, group, or organization you belong to, a friend? I don't know. You got to ask yourself that, Capricorn. So the card that you have with it is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is expanding your craft, expanding your business, expanding your job. You could be getting a raise or a promotion. You could be focusing on craftsmanship and attention to detail. This could also be about money. Maybe it's not a job. Maybe you're doing all that in regard to money and investments. You may feel like you're staying where you are because you have to. And this could be, you know, a living place you're living, could be a job, could be love partner. But money, and the reason behind it is because of money. Why you feel you have to stay there. You could be thinking about changing your job or changing your career. This could be on your mind now. You may feel like, you know, I really am putting my energy in to try to fix what I don't like or what is broken. But I feel like you're going to give it the old college try, Capricorn. But if it doesn't work out for you, then I feel that your mind goes towards, like, if you keep trying to fix a situation, improve it, make it better, and then it's not working, then you're going to end up coming to the conclusion at some point, maybe around December or March, that you're going to get out of it, whether it's a living space, a job, a love relationship, a career. If you can't fix it, if you can't improve it, you're going to try and make things better or turn some things around or hope that things improve. And if they don't, you're going to make some changes and decisions. You definitely have this feeling of like worriment about feeling like something has a grip on you. And so you could feel trapped or victimized, but I get the feeling, I still go back to what I said already. I feel like the umbrella or the cloud that's over the umbrella about this is money and finances. You may feel like you have to continue on with this or stick with it for now because of financial reasons. So, you know, I just want to say here, if you want to see what I got for you financially for this year of 2024, by viewer request, I did 2024 financial psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. I did a totally new format. It's not like I did other years. And it did bring up career in it, but I was focusing on finances. So if you haven't gotten that yet, you may want to check those readings out. The link for those videos is down below in the description box in the Show More section under the video. Click on the word more, and these videos links will pop up. Or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com and check out the videos page, and then you can click on your sign, and that link will take you to that video. You may really want to see what this is all about. It may give you more insight in those readings. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. The first card you have is the Emperor, and this is a paternal figure that has crossed over to the other side or is in the living, that's watching you, guiding you, protecting you, giving you ideas and inspiration that could feel like they're yours, but they could be coming from the Emperor. This could be a father, a grandfather, a great-grandfather, or someone like a father figure to you. It could be a husband, a brother, an uncle, a boss, an ex. It could be you. There's Aries energy is often connected to the Emperor, not always, but it's there. You may be feeling like you're guided by a strong male figure that's deceased, that is kind of like guiding you, even though you can't feel it or sense it. It's like they're guiding you, whether you can sense it or feel it or not. I do feel like they're guiding you. They may want you to hold up your strength. They may want you to do more exercise, eat certain foods, take care of your health better. They may also feel like they want you to be more productive or more productive with your time. Because I feel like they want you to build up something better. This could be your strength, your energy, your health. It could also be your finances. Maybe even try to work a little harder. They may be trying to get you to like work more hours, or like if you have your own business, they may be trying to get you to do more work or raise your prices. Or if you work for another business or company, see if you can work overtime or work more hours. And to manage your time better, not to waste time. And I hear the Emperor says peace comes from within, not from without. So if you're looking for peace, like doing retail therapy isn't going to work, or, you know, playing games or looking at your phone, or, you know, too much, like those things aren't really going to bring you peace. Like maybe temporary peace. So I feel like the Emperor is trying to get you to look at your life on a broader scale. Don't waste time. Yeah, utilize time better, and don't look for things like through drugs, alcohol, spending money, or anything like that to bring you peace, because it's not going to bring you peace. So the card you have with it is the Seven of Cups, which is scattered energy, scattered thinking, scattered emotions. Choose wisely from the illusions around you. You may have difficulty in making a decision or a choice. You may have a lot on your plate at this time. Sometimes, but not always, it could indicate a dream come true. You may feel like you have so many things to take care of, and you have to factor all these things in. Like maybe your decisions, Aquarius, aren't feeling to you like they're cut and dry. Like, well, you have to take this person's schedule into consideration and what this person is going to do or not do, and what other things you have to handle about your life, like work and love life, or, you know, things that you have to take care of. So you may feel like it's not as simple as like, I'm making this decision, it's cut and dry. You may feel like there's way too many factors you have to consider in the choices and decisions and things you're doing in August and in September. You may have a lot of schedules that you're like working out. Schedules, timing, routines are all going to be part of this picture. You also have to be careful that you take things in stride and try to calm down and relax, because you may have the tendency to blow things out of proportion and make mountains out of molehills. And you may do that like to yourself internally. You may have the tendency to overreact. It maybe not always, but maybe in this month of August and going into September. And when you have to do things, have appointments, or, you know, do work or have appointments, you need to show up and be present. Like, make sure you're all there mentally, emotionally, and physically. Like, you try not to scatter your forces and your energies, especially if you have any kind of appointments or certain job duties or tasks that you have to get done. Like, be present, be focused, try not to be scattered. I feel like once you get past December or January, so let's say the early part of 2025, I feel like any of this energy that's going on now really seems to be completely cleared out. Some of you, it'll clear out much faster than that. So if you want to see what 2024, what was going to be lucky, what's lucky and new for you in 2024, you know, we're at the halfway point, right? Halfway point of this year. So if you haven't checked that out yet, you may want to do so, because I do those every year. And if you haven't seen what my guide said was going to be lucky and new for you in 2024, that may actually help you to know those things right now, especially based on this reading. So those links for that, the link for those videos is in the description box down below underneath this video in the More section. Just click on the word More and you'll see the video links, and you can find what's lucky and new for you in 2024. Or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com and go to the videos page, and you'll see the links there. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Pisces. Hi, Pisces. So the first card you have is the Page of Cups. And this is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So it's very likely you. Pages can be children. They can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. Or they can be a messenger, which would be a messenger bringing in messages about love or emotions. You may feel like you have to think fast and think on your feet in the mid-month of August. You may really feel like very inspired, and almost like the desire is strong, and maybe you feel necessary to show people your progress or what you know how to do. So you could be going on job interviews, or if you take any classes. Sorry, I had to move the incense out of the way because it's blowing at me and I have allergies that are pretty bad. So I can't have that blowing at me. So you may feel like you need to prove yourself, demonstrate your skills, your knowledge, your talents. This could be to bosses. It could also be if you have to try out for an audition for something, or to go on any job interviews, or maybe it's something at school you need to, if you're in any kind of training programs or classes, you may feel like, or maybe you have to demonstrate what your skill level is right now. You may also be putting out a lot of resumes or emails. You may be also trying to communicate with people you haven't seen or heard from in a while, or keep in touch with people. This could be friends to you, a loved one. It could be family members. So like putting out like communications, email blasts, sending out resumes, keeping in touch with friends and family, all comes up here for you in this mid-month of August. And it could keep going on through September and maybe even into October. You may be really happy because you could have the opportunity to create something that you're really excited about, and it could be new. So the opportunity to create something new, but something that you're really excited about, comes up here. So the card you have with it is the Ten of Rods. This is moving on to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. But these 10 rods of burden can also actually be knowledge and experience you've gained that are going to help you as you move on to new and better horizons. This could also indicate moving. You could feel overburdened in August. I feel like you're starting to get yourself situated in a new place. It could be a new office. It could be a new classroom. It could be a new home, a new living environment. Packing comes up here, so some of you are packing. You could be getting estimates. These estimates could be for work that needs to be done in your environment. These could be estimates about, like, for appraisals of things you own or your home. It could be, you could be giving people estimates of how long something's going to take to happen, how much it's going to cost. That could be coming at you or from you to others. You're going to generate a lot of good faith and goodwill, especially if you have clients, customers, patients, patrons. You're going to be creating a lot of good faith and goodwill with what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're putting out there. Like I already said, your talents, your skills, your knowledge, your the level of ability you possess. If you are looking to move, you may be going to an open house. If you're looking to sell a place, you could be having an open house. So you could be throwing open houses, attending open houses. It's a great month for you to get down and be practical and do research for anything you want to buy, anything you want to sell, any work you want to do or promote or create. If you have a business already, you may really want to do research on people that can do marketing and promotions, and do research on anybody that could come and do work for you in your work environment, business environment, or home environment. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you can get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, those links are posted down below in the description box in the Show More section, which is where you click More underneath the title of the video, under the video of your, because some people don't know where this is. You click on that word More, and there you'll see all the video series links that I've recorded for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for these specific topics for each sign of the zodiac. I'm not going to go through them. If you want to see what they are, I'll just tell you my most recent video series link will be my psychic crystal reading for each sign of the zodiac for the month of August 2024, and my eclipse video series for the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is happening September 17th, 2024, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading. You're getting affected by that eclipse now. 1 month ahead it starts. So you're already getting affected by that eclipse, and the eclipse effects are the strongest the day of the eclipse, the month of the eclipse, and for the first 3 months. But the effects can last 6 to 9 months or even up to a year, so you may want to check those videos out. Any of the other videos are down below. Please feel free to check them out on those links, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. I have each on that page. They're broken down into sections, and you can read each section, what video links are there, what tools I used, what divination tools I used, and how long the predictions go out for. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from me and my spirit guides, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and at the Lucky Mermaid on Twitter, formerly known as X. I also post these predictions and messages on my YouTube community page also. And these predictions and messages are usually tarot cards or oracle cards, and I write the predictions out. So you can even go back and go on the Facebook, Instagram, community page on YouTube. You can go back and read my predictions from the past, because you know what? These predictions from my guides, they go on, and it's not just for the day I do those readings. They can last a month, 2 months. So you might want to check them out and go back and look at old ones as well. And if anybody ever contacts you and says they're me, it's not me. The only reason I would ever contact you personally is if you are on my wait list or my cancellations list, and if your name has come up for a reading, and I will send you an email from my email address, luckymermaid7@yahoo.com. If it's not coming from that, it's not me. And please report and block people that are pretending to be me, because they're scamming you. They want to take your money or your information. Also, if you'd like to donate to this channel to help support the readings I do here, you can make a donation to this channel. There's a link down below connected to PayPal. So thank you so much to those of you who have generously donated. I do really appreciate it, and it does help me a lot. So thank you so much for that. So I hope you have absolutely awesome energy that comes to you the rest of this month of August 2024 and moving forward. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.